Okay, so now we are going to Proving Grounds. The start of this level is running on the pipes. It's fairly important that you make sure that your jump is not bugged here. Sometimes when going through a load zone, your jump can think that you are already in the air, so you would only have a double jump, and you can do that by jumping, and now it's reset, so everything should be good. You can also, while going down, while the cutscene, while you're done loading, just spam space, and that way you'll make sure. You'll lose some time, but you lost time anyway because you got the glitch. But you can avert the glitch anyway when you get comfortable doing the run. So you want to run down on the rails. And again, to negate the animation, you want to double jump as late as you possibly can. And at this part, it's really important. You want, at this lamp, you want to run off and then jump and then double jump to get all the way to the end. So we skip the rest of the rail section. So I'm just gonna gather some speed like I would have and then show it again. So where this lamp is, jump, double jump. And then if you do it really well, you will land here. And landing there is slightly important for getting a great time. But if you land here, you can still make it through with speed. And if you have a speed here, you want to do a straight 90 degrees and then run and jump. Because that way you don't have to do this part with the magnetic ceilings. We call this like the magnets of shame for a reason, because they're really slow. That said though, they're not that slow, because you can always negate it by doing a crab across, and then you're losing only some time, but it's important to be here with a lot of speed to do the rest of the level fast. But I'm just gonna assume you don't have a lot of speed here, because getting through there with speed is hard. And you can see people like Redsock, Walrus, and even me probably do it in our PBs, because it wouldn't have been a PB if we got bad speed through this part. So we go from here. We want to go out there instead of going where the level wants us to be. So we just jump out here, and you can see this this crater. We're gonna use this crater as a ramp and jump through an invisible pushback field. It's sort of like an invisible wall that when you touch it, it starts pushing you back. But it doesn't if we just go through it fast enough. So that's our goal. Goal is to gain speed, go down into this crater, gain as much speed as you can, and then jump out to the pan and you'll be through. So I'm gonna assume you couldn't do that. So I'm gonna show you what you do. I'm gonna show it a bit more clearly. Oh, I started here. Amazing. I don't even know if I can make it across. I can, yeah. Okay. So let's assume you're here again. This, where the trees, that's sort of where you want to jump up. Like right around here. You can see that's the lineup. And you need enough speed so you don't get stuck by the invisible field. So again, we're going back here. Get as much speed as we can. When you're going uphill, you jump. And then there's a few things to speed it up here as well, but we just want to get to the end. We want to do a fast break on the rocks. You can do that by doing this. One simple jump on that part. So these things don't break by falling speed. It's just your momentum in general. So I'm gonna show that part again. This time I'm gonna show you what it looks like if you can't get the break though. So let's just say, oh, I'm going everywhere and I can't. You just land awkwardly. And like, oh, you bonked on something and you can't break it. what you do is you run up here, try to run up them as fast as you can, and when you see, I think it's this one, the one that's slightly out of place and a bit higher than the rest of them, you can see that it's sticking out and it's slightly different. When you get to this one, you can turn and then run down and then just run into it. And here it's important, do not touch anything until the load screen stops, and then press space and WD and do a pan to the left. Oh right, sorry. Like that. To land up here. This does not work if you don't get it. You have to be on the ground again to attempt it again. So I'm gonna show that. Oops, I went to the wrong level. So you have to be on the ground to do the standing jump. It doesn't work if you press anything while the cutscene is going. So wait until it's done. Then, right, there's many ways to get that speed. So that's just a part of the former level. This is where Smoke Lake starts. So I'll see you in that video.